Hello, good morning students. So today we'll begin with the new chapter, that is elements, compounds and mixtures. So the first topic which is in your book, let's discuss about elements. So what is element? Element is a pure substance that cannot be separated or split up or broken down into simpler substances by any physical or chemical method. Elements are the basic constituents of all matter. Also, we can say that elements are pure substances made up of only one type of atom. Atom is what? Atom is the smallest unit of matter that exists or exhibit all the properties of that matter, that has all the properties of that matter. So atom basically is the smallest unit of or smallest particle of matter. Remember that we in chapter 1 we have studied about atom, that atom is the smallest unit of matter. But actually what we have read there, that it usually do not have any independent existence. So that is why they always exist in molecules. That is why they combine, means one atom combine with the other, like oxygen atom combine with other oxygen atom to form O2, that is molecules. So it doesn't exist independently, rather it exists in molecule form. So here element is a pure substances that cannot be broken down into simpler substances by any physical or chemical means. See, no matter what kind of physical or chemical change you attempt, an element cannot be changed into a simpler substance. So you can say that element is a substance made up of only one kind of atom. It cannot be broken down into simpler substances by any physical or chemical means. It has same atomic number. Then presently 118 elements are known, out of which 90 elements are naturally occurring, means we found those elements in the earth crust, and the other 28 elements prepared artificially in the laboratory. Then these elements are represented by symbols. So these 5 points are how we can define elements. Now we can say that elements are pure substances. Now in your book it's given that elements are classified into metals, non-metals and metalloids. So we are going to learn the definition, or we are going to learn about these three terms in the coming chapters of your book. Okay. So now just know that elements classified into metals, non-metals and metalloids. And you can see in your book that what are the examples of metals: gold, silver, iron, copper, etc. The non-metals: hydrogen, oxygen, sulfur, nitrogen, phosphorus and carbon, etc. are the examples of non-metals. And metalloids are boron, silicon, germanium, antimony, arsenic. These are the examples of metalloids. So just now we have studied that 90 elements that make up all the materials on earth, means in the earth crust 90 elements are found. So which is the most abundant element that has been found in the earth crust? So oxygen is the most abundant element which has been found in the earth crust, like 46.6% of oxygen found in the earth crust. Then which is the second most abundant element? So that is silicon. Silicon is the second most abundant element, and the percentage is 27.7%. Then aluminium, iron, these are found in the earth crust. Now the next topic in your book is symbol of the element. As the name suggests that each element has its own symbol. Symbol means what? The symbol of an element is abbreviation, or we can say a short name for its full name. Like what it has written here, you see, every element has its own symbol, which is a type of code or shorthand for the actual element itself. Like hydrogen. Hydrogen is a gas. So, like hydrogen, it is having a symbol of H. So, rather writing full hydrogen spelling, you can write capital H to represent hydrogen. So, you have to remember this symbol so that you can write, instead of full name, you can write its symbol to represent the element. So it is a shorthand notation for its full name. Okay. Then what are the significance of this symbol? If you are writing H instead of full name, what is its significance? So first of all, it represents the name of the element. Suppose you write O. O means what? O means oxygen. So you can easily identify that if any person write O, then you can identify that O means oxygen. So it represents name of the element. Then it represents one atom of the element. One atom means you know, I guess O means atom, one atom. So if you write O, that means one atom of oxygen is present over in that chemical reaction. That means we all know that oxygen does not exist in O. It always exists in molecule form because it is not stable. So it is not stable independently, it is not stable. So it exists in O2 means molecular form. So whenever O is written, that means oxygen, name of the element is clear, then one atom of oxygen is present. And thirdly, it represents mass of the element in grams equal to its atomic mass. That means one oxygen atom is having 16 gram of oxygen. So it represents that. Like nitrogen, one atom of nitrogen is having 14 gram of nitrogen. Then one atom of hydrogen is having 1 gram of oxygen. Likewise, it represents atomic mass of that element. Now you see the symbol of the elements given in your book. Hydrogen H. Then helium He. First letter is always capital and the second letter, if it is there, it must be in small letter. Right, you can see here in aluminium, first letter is capital and the second one is in the small letter. So aluminium. Then bromine, Br. Calcium, Ca. Then fluorine, F. Then gold. Why gold is having a symbol of Au, you know? Because see, the symbol of the element is given by their Latin name. So gold is having a Latin name. What is the Latin name for gold? So gold, Latin name of gold is aurum, Aurum. That is why it is having a symbol of capital A and U. Like hydrogen, H. Iron, Latin name of iron is ferrum. So that is why F and E. Magnesium, Mg. Then nitrogen, N. Oxygen, O. So there are many symbols which is given in your book. Go through it, read it and learn it. So till now you know that what is element, how you classify element, what are the examples of metals, non-metals and metalloids. Learn these symbols of the element. So from next class, in the next class, we are going to learn about compounds and mixture. So till now, you read this element nicely. Thank you.